Hello everyone. How are you? This is Kay. Good to see you. Just hold on. Let me set up my microphone. Just hold on. Okay. All right. Good to see you. And thank you very much for joining. So today is the 18th of August on Sunday. So I will be doing the KTS weekly forecast. So today I have selected a few pairs to discuss. Basically the same pairs as last week. I have selected 4 pairs. Then also I will talk about gold and Bitcoin and also the fundamental news this week. So and sorry about the delay because I was having discussion with one of the GTS graduate members, and now I just finished the meeting and I'm here to start. And since I'm in Japan until the end of September, actually, the live schedule will be a bit different. Usually I start at 2 p.m. UTC, but until the end of September, the schedule will be a bit different. It's not fixed. So whenever I do the live stream, I will announce it to everyone. You will see announcement. So yeah, please, when you subscribe, please press the bell button so that you get notification pop up whenever I do the live stream. But again, thank you very much for joining, and whoever watched it archive, thank you very much too. Okay, so let me hold on. Let me just quickly check something here, just in case. Okay, everything's okay now. Just hold on. Okay. All right. Good. Good. All right. So now let me say hi to everyone and get into the topics. All right. Hello, Matuus. Good to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Would you please recommend a good book on the candlestick patterns? Okay, I will talk about that after I cover the topics I have to cover today. Okay, and also Crazy Internet Surfer, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you very much. And he is asking about the wave analysis and Sandan, I wave and Sandan. But regarding this question also, let me cover after I cover the topics today. But for now, let me continue to say hi to everyone. Hello, Nuok, good to see you. All right, and Jonah Fish, good to see you too. Dinesh, thank you for joining as well. And Wing, good to see you. All right, and Jonah Fish again, good to see you. Sunil, thank you for joining as well. Okay, Nifty, I will do Nifty today. Okay, all right, and Arnold, good to see you too. And Rajesh, thank you very much for joining. Avery, good to see you too. And everyone, thank you very much for joining. So before I start, a quick announcement is that the Global Trading School in the month of October is now open to sign up. So there are 3 seats available, so let me know. This is to master my own strategy. And also I have 101 GTS program too. Not in a group setup, but 101 I do also, so that the schedule can be more flexible between us. So let me know if you want to master my strategy by email, please. So now let me switch screen to Trading View. Trading View. Okay, and I have selected 4 pairs, exactly the same as last week. So first, let me discuss EURUSD and my view on this one. Basically, my view remains the same. My view is bullish on this one because the market has been bullish trend. The price is above the Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, and Kumo is now twisted bullish too. And the Chikou span is above the candlestick. And this is on the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame shows it's bullish, and also it broke the previous pin bar, which was the resistance on 1.10 level. The market broke that level and closed above that level, which is good confirmation that the market is bullish now. And I think the price reaches 1.1139 somewhere in the month of August. So my view is bullish in that perspective. But again, this is not 100% of course. Whenever the situation changes, you never want to trade. But so far it's bullish, so I continue to look for buying opportunities this coming week. So with that in mind, if I check the daily time frame also, again it broke the resistance. Well, actually 2 days ago, on Wednesday 14th, the market broke the resistance once. Then on Thursday, it actually went back within, below the resistance, but then it didn't break the Tenkan-sen, the blue Tenkan-sen, but instead the market was supported by the Tenkan-sen. Then on Friday, the market closed with a bullish bar and closed above the resistance. So this itself is actually showing continuing bullish momentum. So my analysis, my view remains the same. I continue to look for buying opportunities on this one. So again, I think the price reaches 1.1139, 1140 level, at some point. Could be reaching this week or could be reaching in the month of August is my analysis. And also regarding the daily time frame, there are some more points I wanted to make. First is that the market has been supported by the trend line. There were 2 touches before, and we have a beautiful N wave here. So that means the price is now bullish, right? And I think it continues. So usually Monday, the markets are range usually. So tomorrow, Monday, the market may consolidate. But then also, one more thing is that this resistance or this ascending trend line on the resistances are also may work as a future support. In fact, the price came down to the Tenkan-sen on Thursday, the 15th, but then it was supported by the Tenkan-sen, but at the same time it was supported by the ascending trend line. So in that reason also, even if the market consolidates tomorrow or Monday, I think sooner or later, I think the price breaks and goes up bullish. So overall it's bullish now, so I'm looking for the buying opportunities on EURUSD, and that's one of the pairs I wanted to share today. Okay, so I am a trend follower, so basically I'm always looking for an opportunity when the markets are trending. When it's range, then I never look for opportunities. And I choose which market is range or trending based on Ichimoku Kinko-hyo confirmations in higher time frames, like this. So let me create some new scenario, more detailed scenarios based on 1 hour time frame now. So I go down to 1 hour time frame. And so here I can really see that there was huge inside bar breakout, which is this one over here. The candlestick, the huge bearish candlestick which formed on the 15th of August, last Thursday. The market went down all the way, but then it was supported by the previous support level. It didn't break, but instead the market ranged after this, and it broke the Kumo bullish here, and Kumo twisted bullish also, and Chikou span became above the candles. So this was the beginning of the new uptrend in terms of Ichimoku viewpoint, and also this inside bar breakout is another confirmation for a new trend, new bullish trend, exactly over here. So from these reasons, the market is bullish. So if you enter buy now, then the stop loss in place is below the inside bar resistance, which is down here, and keep holding and expect the price goes up, breaks the resistance in 1 hour, and continues bullish this way. This is one of the scenarios you can create. Or to be safer, if you want to be more safer, you can wait for the retracement to the resistance on this inside bar, and when you confirm the bounce, you buy here and continue holding the trade like this. So either way, it's bullish. If it doesn't break the inside bar resistance, then you can keep holding your buy position anyways. So either way, I think it's safe. But if you want to look for more, better price to buy, you can wait for the retracement on Monday. So this is more like precise scenario based on the price action in 1 hour time frame. So this is one of the pairs I wanted to cover today. Okay. All right, Modcons, good to see you. Abhishek, good to see you too. How much money did you lose when you start trading? I lost $10,000 times 2. I was newbie back then, and I was pretty confident that the market goes towards my direction, so I over leveraged. And what's more, I didn't have the stop loss. Well, I didn't know about the stop loss before. What is stop loss? I didn't know. So yeah, that's how much I lost in early stage. Okay, so next one I wanted to discuss is pound JPY. So this is another pair I actually shared last week. And if you remember what I said, closing on the weekly is important. If it closes above the pin bar on the week of the 5th of August, then I think the price will be bullish. And it did close above the pin bar, which was 188.41. So the target so far is now 194.13, and we have a room of about 300 pips to trade. So when you look at the gap here, this is very narrow, but this is on the weekly time frame, and JPY pairs are so volatile. So that's why even if you see this small gap, when you actually measure the pips amount, it's actually really huge. And the reason why I say that this is the target is because this is called the Kijun-sen retracement. Kijun-sen, the green line, is now currently flat on the weekly time frame, and whenever Kijun-sen becomes flat, it tends to retrace to Kijun-sen. So in this reason, the target is on the weekly Kijun-sen, which is again 194.14. So with that, I look for buying opportunities this coming week. So I check the daily time frame, and daily is now showing range or retracing. It broke the Tenkan-sen, right? And Kumo's been flat. Sorry. Kumo has been flat right now, and Chikou span still below the candles. So this is range market. And the target, I said it's on the weekly Kijun-sen, and actually this is also on the daily Kijun-sen as well. Well, daily Kijun-sen angled down on Friday, but then next Monday and Tuesday and Thursday, Kijun-sen will remain flat. And so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday Kijun-sen becomes down again, then Friday becomes flat. So that means I think the market breaks the Kijun-sen bullish on the daily time frame. So my view remains the same, it's bullish still. It's range in terms of Ichimoku equilibrium analysis, but since it's range, it can go up and down either way. And since weekly Kijun-sen is completely flat, my view is rather bullish than bearish. Okay, so But however, in terms of the daily time frame, I do not really have any, I can't really find signals to enter trade. So let me check 1 hour time frame. Okay, so here is the 1 hour time frame, and this is now into range also. The market is now below the Kijun Sen, and there was a Tenkan Kijun Sen dead cross already, and Kumo has been flat right now, and Chikou span below the candles. So this is now in a range mode. So how you can enter trade is, one of the timings is when the market closes above the Kijun Sen, or when you see Tenkan Kijun Sen gold cross in 1 hour time frame. I think those are the good timings to buy as one of the examples. Or if Monday, Tuesday, if the market becomes a new N wave, like this way, which is a breakout of the 1 hour resistance, 191.31, then that's also a good option to buy. So either way, I think the price goes up from here, or the market may be supported by the Kumo. Here, 1 hour Kumo is relatively thicker than the previous Kumo. So when thick like this, then the market tends to be bounced and goes up also. So whenever you see the bounce on the Kumo, that's also a good option to buy. But either way, it's bullish now, so you can continue to look for buying opportunities when you're in your own timings. So that's pound JPY. So looks like JPY pairs are active. They were active actually last week also. There was a huge bullish bar happened on Thursday on JPY pairs. So as it retracing, well, basically this is same. This is same as all the JPY pairs, but basically they are bullish now in the short term. So you can continue to look for buying opportunities. So that was pound JPY analysis. Okay, so now let me check some other comment. Rustin says, hi dear K, about Ichimoku name, do you simply see market rolled in on glance? What do you mean by market rolled in glance? What you mean, like a market direction at a glance through Ichimoku? Then the answer is yes. I can exactly see which one is trending, which one's ranging, which one not to trade, and which one to trade. Yes. Okay, so let me put it back to the weekly time frame, and now let me share my analysis on USDCAD next. So this pair is retracing. I mean, it's downtrending in the short term. For the last 2 weeks, it was downtrending, right? And the market has been supported by the trend line, the yellow trend line. So it's always better to check the pairs in higher time frames. If you only look at 1 hour or even the daily time frame, then you may not notice the trend line bounce. So weekly shows a trend line bounce, and the market has retraced to the Kijun Sen. So I think this week or in the month of August or even September, from here the market start to be bullish, right? Since the Kumo is still bullish, Chikou span above the candles, this means this is still buyer's momentum. So I wait for the bounce and look for buying opportunities this week. Okay, so with that in mind, if you check the daily time frame, it has retraced to the Kumo also, and this is the yellow one is again on the weekly trend line. So I think the price will bounce and goes up from here. So if you want to look for buying opportunities here, this is against the recent short-term direction, but so it may be risky to buy at this time. It may break the trend line and continue bearish, right? So if that's the case, you better look for selling opportunities than buying opportunities. But if it doesn't break the trend line and bounces and goes up, then there's a way to enter a trade based on 1 hour time frame. So here is the 1 hour. And in 1 hour time frame, you may already noticed that the Kumo is too thin. The Kumo is now too thin, like needle. So when you see this, this is oversold signal in Ichimoku. And also when you see Tenkan Kijun Sen are together too, this one is also showing a sign of the oversold. But more than Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, this Kumo, thin Kumo shows the oversold signal. So when you see this, right, when you see this oversold signal, then you don't want to sell anymore. But rather, whenever there is a resistance support close by, then usually the market will be supported or resisted and goes up or down. So since 1 hour Kumo is too thin, I think the price will be supported by the trend line and goes bullish after this. So you can observe the price action. Usually when oversold happens, then in the next bars, usually you will see inside bar. It could be few hours of the inside bars, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, since it's 1 hour time frame. Every candlestick is 1 hour, right? So let's say 5 hours of the range, and it forms inside bar like this. Then when you see the breakout like this, then this will be a good opportunity to buy. Yeah. So that's one of the ways you can enter the trade. Or if you want to follow Ichimoku's system, then you can wait for the Chikou span breakout. Chikou span breakout means the Chikou span comes above the candlesticks. So that's more confirming the bounce, and you can enter trade then. That's also another nice option to buy. But I don't recommend you to trade at the Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, Gold Cross. So Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, Gold Cross below Kumo means it's just the end of the downtrend, but it doesn't mean that the market goes up from there. So instead, I recommend you to use the Chikou span breakout for the earlier signal, or some kind of candlestick patterns to enter trade, or you can even wait for the Kumo breakout to buy too. But either way, I think it's gonna turn bullish, and I think it's gonna be a good market to buy from here. But again, the trend line may be broken bearish. In that case, my view becomes bearish, and I will look for selling opportunities. So that's USDCAD market. Okay, so the last one I wanted to cover is AUD/USD, which I also covered last week. Okay. All right. Hello, Rafael. Good to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Do you trade indices? No, I don't. Okay, Rafael says, if time permits, can we look at ASPN? Sure, let me check that after I cover my topics today. All right, Wisdom, good to see you. You're a better W pattern. Right, W pattern is also one of the ways you can enter trades. Okay, so here is AUD/USD, and weekly time frame is now range still. So last week closed with a bullish bar. So in the short term it's bullish, but in the long term it's range. So that means we don't really have any clues in terms of which direction the market goes this week from the weekly perspective. So in that case, you just check the daily or the lower time frames. So I switch it to the daily time frame, and now it's showing range also. the price is now heading towards the Kumo. It actually broke the Kijun Sen, and now it's heading towards the Kumo. And I was discussing about this one the other day, but when you actually look at the 4-hour time frame, then the daily time frame things are more clear, because based on this 4-hour time frame, there was a resistance zone, as I highlighted on the yellow on the red line, red rectangle. This is the resistance zone, and finally, last Friday, towards the end of the New York session close, it broke bullish on these two bars. So this is the reason why my view is bullish in a short term. Again, weekly is range, daily is range, but I can see the 4 hours now bullish trend. So that's actually the one of the analysis I wanted to share today. And what's more, the Kumo is now bullish. Again, this is a 4-hour time frame, not the daily time frame. 4 hours bullish now, Kumo's bullish, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen both up, and Chikou span above the candles. And so that's why I think the market continues bullish. It may retrace on Monday to the previous resistance area. Now the resistance price level was here 0.6643. Well, it may retrace down to there and then goes up. So in this reason, my view is now bullish trend. Yeah, so I draw the trend line like this way. So the price may be, so along with the yellow trend line, it has been supported before, then it now resisted once. So this time, the price may be resisted and retrace and bounce and goes up. So this is more like a realistic scenario to happen. But either way, I continue to look for buying opportunities on this one. So these are 4 pairs I wanted to discuss and share my analysis on this public YouTube live stream. And for the rest of the pairs I share my analysis tomorrow, Monday, at KTS Academy and also GTS members. Okay, Ku says, can we check XAUUSD? Yes, I will check that next. Okay, Nuok says, I see AUDUSD has V wave daily chart. Okay, let me check. The daily chart is now showing this is, oh, you mean V wave as in like this? Yeah, so this is, before it was N wave like this. Now it's, yeah, this is actually called Y wave. In the bigger picture, it's called Y wave. But yeah, if you count the candlestick from here, sorry, if you count the candlestick from here at this point, then it's called a V wave, right? If you look at the candlestick from this point, then this is Y wave. But this is just a bigger picture. In the short term, I mean, based on 4-hour time frames, it's bullish now. Okay, yeah. So now let me go to XAUUSD gold. Okay, so let me put it back to the weekly time frame, and let me switch the screen to gold, XAUUSD. Okay, so gold is now renewing all-time high. As you may see already, gold has reached the target of 2,500, which I exactly expected. So let me delete the previous resistance level, and also let me delete the P wave, because now it's bullish. And when you look at the candlestick only, you may think it's overbought, but actually it's not, because the Kumo is getting thicker and bigger. and both Senko span B and A are bullish. So in long term it's bullish. Kijun Sen is now up also, and Chikou span above the candles. So gold is now in the bullish mode. So since the market has reached the target of 2500, the next target is going to be 2600. So I simply move the line to here to 2600, and that's going to be the next target. So we just want to avoid the retracement, right, when you want to buy this one. So for the potential retracement, you can check the lower time frames. Let me check the daily time frame. So the daily time frame is now showing the breakout of the new high on Friday, last Friday. So the market might retrace a little bit down to 2482.42, then bounce and goes up, right? So it could be one of the scenarios. So if you want to be safer, you can wait for the retracement and buy. But regarding the Kumo shape, this one is not too thin either, so I think the trend continues bullish anyways. So yeah, for me, gold is now continuously bullish, right? So I now look for buying opportunities on gold. Okay, so that's my analysis. And then now let me analyze BTCUSD. Okay, so BTCUSD cryptos. So here is the daily time frame and its range. Well, actually, this is rather a bit bearish. Hold on, let me check the weekly time frame again. So weekly time frame is now closing below the Kijun Sen, and Chikou span is about to touch in 13 hours. Chikou span is gonna touch the candlestick, and Kumo being flat. This is range on the weekly time frame. So there's no trend at the moment. And daily shows it's in terms of Ichimoku it's range, because Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, Chikou span is just ups and downs through the candlesticks. But if you look at the market in the bigger picture like this, then this is a descending wedge. So I think the price is now bearish overall. It may reach to the previous resistance 62,800 and then resist it and retrace down. Or it may reach all the way up here to close to 68,500 or so, then goes down too. But overall it's range and the momentum is not really strong. So this is not really a good market to trade. If this were Forex, then I never touch on this one. Okay, so that was my analysis on BTCUSD. Okay, so now let me review the fundamental news. But yeah, looks like overall still in terms of the Forex markets, they're active. So to those who has been trading Forex markets, I think we can have still another new opportunities this coming week. Okay, so here is the economic calendar. I'm using the website called fxstreet.com. So, and I simply zoom in the market, zoom in the website so that you can see all the numbers and what's written in here in case you're from the phone. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so I think now you can see exactly, yeah, all these information now. Okay, so let me call the the news this week. Okay, so Monday 19th, tomorrow, we have not big news. And Tuesday 20th, we have Australia RBA meeting minutes. and also consumer price index in Canada, which can impact the market. So watch out on this one, CPI in Canada. And Wednesday 21st, we have FOMC minutes. Thursday 22nd, we have PMI in Germany and Euro and UK. So we have to definitely watch out on Thursday. And also another PMI reports in the US. So Thursday, we have to be very careful. And technically Friday in Asian session, there is going to be a retail sales in New Zealand, and also Jackson Hole Symposium there in the US too. Depends on what's going to be discussed there. It's going to be impacting the market. And also BOE, Governor Bailey speech. We have a news, another symposium, Jackson Hole, in Saturday. But since the market's closed, you don't have to care about this one. So overall, basically on Thursday, 22nd, we have lots of big news in PMI reports, so we have to be careful. And CPI report in Canada on Tuesday. So these are the topics I would like to cover today. So now, since I got some requests, let me cover those markets. I have to go in about 10 minutes, so let me see how far I can go. Or before that, let me answer this question. From Crazy Internet Surfer says, suppose you see 4 bullish waves, 1 Sandan plus 1 more bullish I wave, which is more likely A, to end the trend and reverse to the bearish on the next wave, or B, first to get 2 more bullish waves to complete a second Sandan and then reverse bearish after that. Yeah, that's true. So you can create 2 scenarios in that case. So if you only look at the waves in Sandan, then you have 2 scenarios. And then you better also check the 5 lines of Ichimoku. Whether the price is above or below Kijun Sen or Kumo or the Chikou span is, then you can also expect if the Sandan, if another Sandan is going to be formed or not. Sandan is actually one of the Ichimoku wave analysis, which captures the end of the trend, technically speaking. Okay, so next one I would like to cover is let's see, from Snail, please analyze Nifty chart. Yes, since I have lots of joiners from India, let me analyze Nifty. Okay, from the weekly perspective, it's bullish now. The price is supported by the Tenkan-sen, right? It's bullish now. Kumo is now bullish too. Senko span A is up, and Chikou span above the candles. And in terms of the daily perspective, it's still a range. But like I mentioned before, let's wait for the gap to be filled. There was a gap between the 2nd and the 5th of August. And now the price is heading towards to fill the gap. So that means if it closes above, technically when the daily candlestick closes above 24,700, then most likely the market goes up after this. For now, this is still in the middle of the range, so the price can go down within the week. So in that case, you don't want to trade, or even the price may go down continuously too, which is risky to buy. So let's wait for the breakout of the blue line, 24,700, and see if it goes up continuously. So I will be monitoring this one too and see how it's going to happen. Okay, so let me see. Right, and also I get the request from Rafael about ASPN weekly time frame. So let me quickly go to the stock market. And ASPN, I think I did the analysis at the KTS Academy or the GTS members live stream also here. So here is ASPN, and let me check the weekly time frame. Okay, so there was such a huge bullish bar now. It closed above the Tenkan-sen. So in the short term to mid term it's bullish, but Kumo is now flat, right? So this may be oversold in the lower time frames. I'm just curious exactly in which time frame it's overbought. So let me go down to the daily time frame. The daily shows it's bullish. It broke the Kumo, but the Kumo is not twisted yet, so it's risky to buy at this moment. And also, I think if you check the 1 hour time frame, well, 1 hour Kumo is not too bad. It's still getting thicker and bigger, so 1 hour is not overbought yet. But yeah, it can retrace, right? The price is now heading towards the resistance. So I think for this moment, the price I think goes up to here, 31.79, then retrace. That's my perspective. So yeah, that's ASPN analysis. Okay, again, good to see everyone. Thank you very much for joining. Today is the 18th of August, and I'm starting the live stream a bit earlier timing since I'm in Japan. Time zone's now different. So yeah, let me continue until for the next 4 minutes or so. Okay, Jonah says, evening K Sensei, can I have your opinion on pound USD? Daily time frame, the price is supported by the Kijun Sen. Okay, so let me pull up the pound USD first. Pound USD is up here. Okay, so from the weekly perspective, it's now still range. The Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, so the price can go down anytime. Looks like the market reached the daily target, which is 1.2938. So from tomorrow or from this week, it may start to retrace. And then let me check the daily time frame. So yeah, it has reached a target. So he says daily price is supported by the Kijun Sen. Supported by the Kijun Sen on the daily time frame. Looks like it just broke. It broke the daily Kijun Sen and showing a bull trend, but Kumo is thin. Major resistance is around 1.317. 317 is maybe up here. 304, 317. Are you sure you're talking about pound USD? I think the price levels are a bit different. Maybe you're looking at some different brokers market. I am with FXCM, but you may be watching some different broker. But anyways, my analysis on this one is that yes, the resistance level is up here 1.304, and the market broke the Kijun Sen, and I think the price goes up to here or close to 1.3045. So my view is bullish this week still. Kumo is not twisted yet, so it may consolidate, but for now, my view is bullish. So pound USD. Okay, let me quickly check 1 hour time frame. So 1 hour has been supported by the Tenkan Sen. So as long as the price is above the Tenkan Sen in 1 hour, it's safe to buy or safe to keep holding the buy positions. Okay, so that's my analysis on this one. Okay. Yeah, like but like pound USD, the markets are now trending in the lower time frame. So yeah, I think we just better continue to look for some opportunities through this week. Okay, so yeah, let me see. Rudy says, hello, KU strategy is very good, but why you put always 2 open positions and not one with the same size? The reason is because, so every time I enter trades, I take 2 positions and 2 stop losses, and he's asking the reason why. And that's because when I trail the profits, once I start to run the profits and trail the profits, then I trail in 2 different stop losses. So if there's only one stop loss, then when the price retraces, let's say, let me just draw it like here. So let's say the market is bullish like this way, and let's say I buy here, for example. And since I have 2 positions, right? So the market goes up and up, retrace and up and retrace. As long as trend continues, it doesn't break the low. So let's say if I have only one stop loss, then if the price breaks here, I take profit here. But then after that, when higher time frame is still bullish, it goes up from here too, right? So by having 2 stop losses, one's taken, but I have another stop loss. So as it goes up continuously, I trail with the second stop loss, right? I hope that makes sense. And then I take profit on the second stop loss. In this reason, I take 2 positions and 2 stop losses so that I can maximize my profits over time. So this is part of my strategy actually. And once I start to use this strategy with 2 positions, 2 stop losses, my performance get much better than taking one single trade in the stop loss. So it's been working really great. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. So I take 2% risk to the stop loss. So I take 1% risk each to stop loss times 2. So yeah, I have actually a lot more comments here, but unfortunately I have to go now. I have actually a GTS class coming in 1 hour, and I have to take a rest and prepare. So I have to finish the live stream now. But thank you very much for joining today. It's been a bit different timing to start the live stream today, but I hope you enjoyed. So again, overall the markets are active, so let's continue to monitor aggressively, actively, not aggressively, actively, and continue to look for some opportunities. I hope to hear some nice profits from you this coming week, so let's see how it goes. Alright, so again, the GTS program in October is now opening and 3 seats available, and then also I do 101 mentoring too, so let me know if you're interested. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you very much.